Hello, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, hi, good evening everyone, and welcome to another session here at UNIRAZAK. So my name is Tara and I will be your moderator for this evening. First of all, I would like to thank all of you who are taking your time on this Thursday evening, approximately an hour or so, or maybe a little bit more, depending on the number of questions that we have later on. For joining us. Thank you for joining us for this webinar session here at UNIRAZAK. And this session today is very special because we're going to look at the studies, what are the studies that you can do at UNIRAZAK, and the scholarship opportunities here. It will take about an hour plus, so I sincerely hope that all of you take your time, listen to whatever, all the information that our panel speakers are going to share with us today. And also, if you have any question, please feel free to ask your question at the bottom in the comment chat box available. So before we begin our session tonight, let's watch a quick video here by UNIRAZAK. Okay, you are UNIRAZAK, right? So that video just now that you all saw was a very nice homegrown video, homemade video. Of course, it is very beautifully done, as you can see. They are all real people, and if you do come to the campus, you will see that some of the lecturers there. We have also our VC who is there, so it's definitely real people. Before we start, let me introduce the three gentlemen that you can see on the screen here with me. Everyone is working from home at this hour, I'm sure. How are you all doing?
Good,
Good,
good.
good, good. Hi, Tara. Hi,
Hi.
everyone. Hi.
Hi.
Mm.
Okay, so with me, we have Mr. Muhammad Ashraf Samsuddin. He is the Director of the Sales and Marketing Department here in UNIRAZA. He is just on the top right side of me, all right? And Mr. Ashraf, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to be listening to everyone, but first let me introduce you to the next person. We have with the green shirt over there, with a very nice home office background there, we have uh, Professor Dr. Benjamin Chan. He is the Dean from the Graduate School of Business. He will also be sharing about the program. So hi, Prof, how are you doing?
I am fine. Thank you, Tara. And hi to everyone. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, great. And also, last but not least, we have Mr. Amir Sani from our scholarship unit, someone who is also very important for all of you who are potentially, going to study UNIRAZA, because scholarships, the opportunities for scholarship is a very important information that I'm sure you're interested in um, understanding and finding out more. So as you can see, we have already our viewers saying hi in the chat box. Thank you so much for being so friendly and chatty with us. Please say hi, keep saying hi. If you come to UNIRAZA, you'll see the live person, but now we have our online live, so it's okay. But you remember, if you have any questions, please ask the questions at the chat box below. So let's get on with the evening. So to begin with, we'll start with Mr. Ashraf. He'll give us a short introduction about UNIRAZA. Mr. Ashraf?
All right. Thanks, Tara. Okay. Assalamualaikum and good evening, everyone. So thank you for joining us for today's session. So basically, the highlight is actually to Prof. Ben. So he will be explaining on the programs, on the details of the programs itself. So my name is Ashraf from Sales and Marketing. So I will, do a little bit of introductions on Uniraza. Okay, so I have a few presentation slides, if you can bear with me. So it will be a short presentation. All right. So for those of you who haven't, get to know about Uniraza, so let's go and catch up. I will introduce you about the history of Uniraza and what programs that we offered in Uniraza. Okay, so first of all, UNIRAZAK we established since 1997. Yeah, so maybe some of you might be still confusing. Maybe some of you maybe still don't know the real name. So UNIRAZAK it stands for University Tun Abdul Razak. All right. So before this, we were known as UNITA. So back in 2010, University Tun Abdul Razak rebranded as UNIRAZAK, okay, instead of UNITA. But then the UNITA itself it's already there. So they developed another new universities as UNITA. So UNITA and UNIRAZA is a different entity itself. All right. So since 2010, after we rebranded, then by 2018, UNIRAZA acquired by Yayasan Pelaburan Bumi Putra, who also own Pelaburan Nasional Berhad (PNB). Okay, so in UNIRAZA, since our establishment, we already have around almost 24,000 alumni, and then at the moment we have 2,500 students. Okay, and we have over 38 programs from foundations up to PhD, and we have our 50 full-time academic members. All right, so UNIRAZA also our campus located at Jalan Tun Abdul Razak, so in front of Intermark Mall. So used to be Ampang Park. All right. Okay, and then in terms of awards recognition, so you don't need to worry. So UNIRAZA, we were awarded STARA 5-star from Ministry of Higher Education. All right, and then in terms of our research, UNIRAZA also got Myra 4 stars, and you can see that on the below sections, these are our um, partners and also our collaborators. So we have our CPA, we have CPA Australia on board with us. We have a Chartered Management Institute for our bachelor's and master programs, meaning that after you graduate, you will get extra certificates from CMI as well. And then we have Chartered Tax Institute of Malaysia. And then as you can see, we have our collaborators, which is our industrial partners, KPMG and PwC. So for those fresh grads, they can do their internships with KPMG and PwC as well. All right. Okay. So maybe some of you already enrolled with us. Maybe some of you might want to know what programs that we have in UNIRAZAK. So for our master programs, we have MBA, Master in Business Administrations, which are majoring in few areas. Okay, we have our MBA Leaderships by CMI London, Service Management, Retail Apple Markets, and then we have our Master in Strategic Human Resource Management and Master Philosophy. And then for these programs, for MBA and Master in Management, good news for everyone, we have 2,000 rebate, 2,000 ringgit rebate for conventional programs. So UNIRAZA is very unique because of our university is a open status university, which is we can offer conventional and also open and distance learning programs. Okay, and then for PhD programs, we also have conventional and also ODL. So meaning you can do a conventional sites or you can choose fully online programs. All right, so these programs fall under Graduate School of Business in UNIRAZA. All right, so for these programs, for our master, minimum is 1 year, and then you can choose part-time up to 2 years. And then for our PhD, the study durations is 3 years. All right. And then aside from Graduate School of Business, we also offer in educations and also in public management side. So which is we have our postgraduate diploma in education, PGDE. This one we cater for those who acquired Bachelor of Education, and then we have our master in early childhood education, master in educations, and of course our PhD in educations. All right, so all our PhD, the tuition fees all in, including exam fees, everything is 25,000, and our master program starting from 19,700 for one for the whole programs. All right, so for these programs, and then we also have Master Public Policy and Master in Public Management under our TASOK programs, which is Tun Abdul Razak School of Government. All right, and then you don't need to worry as well when it comes to accreditations. All our programs accredited by MQA, Malaysian Qualification Agency. So these are the certificates from MQA where these programs got accreditations from the MQA itself. So this is for MBA, and then this is for our Master in Management, formerly known as Master of Management. Yeah, and then this is our PhD program, so you don't need to worry about the accreditations. Okay, and then this is the sample of our certificates. Purposely we do it in black and white. All right, so after you graduate, you will receive this certificate. All right. So when it comes to entry requirements, okay, so let's go for master program first. So the minimum requirements to enroll for our master programs is, of course, you must, have a degree or equivalent, which is MQF level 6 with a minimum CGPA of 2.75 in relevant field, which is if let's say you want to enroll for MBA, you must become from business degree programs, or if let's say you have any other degrees from science programs, for examples, students are required to have at least 3 to 5 years working experience. And then if let's say you don't meet the minimum requirement of 2.75, then you can use the minimum of 2 years working experience, then combine together with the CGPA of 2.5 for your degree. And then if let's say you get less than 2.5, then you must have at least 5 years of working experience. Okay, and then this applies to all our master programs. Doesn't matter it's MBA, Master in Management, or Master of Education. All right, and then let's go for our PhD. Okay, so for PhD programs, actually for these programs, you cannot go for any other ways. So all students, you must acquire at least master programs. Then you can enroll for the PhD programs. All right. So last time, 10 years ago, for those students who graduate with CGPA of 4.0, you have options. Either you can go to master levels, or you can straight away go for PhD level. But since 2015, any students who wants to go for PhD, they must have a master degree level itself. All right. So aside from this, actually, in UNIRAZAK also we offer APEL programs, which is those students who don't have, let's say, for master programs. Okay, so you can enter for these programs using APEL. We call it APEL A. So where you can use your working experience, and then there's a few assessments that you need to go through, which is we you need to attend for aptitude tests, and then you need to submit your portfolio, where you need to provide all the necessary documents and related documents regarding your experience in, doesn't matter, it's formal or informal working experience. All right. Okay, so next one, for those of you still haven't applied yet, so you can apply to our programs. So you can just apply it through online. Okay, you can go to this link on app .unirazak.edu.my. So you just fill out all your necessary details. Then after you fill up your details, you just need to attach the related documents, and then we will process your application within 2 working days, and after that we will issue the conditional offer letter upon the successful application. All right. So maybe some of you might want to know about the open and distance learning programs. All right, so those who are working abroad, or maybe some of you working outside Klang Valley, so you can choose for our online programs. Okay, so in UNIRAZA, basically our system, the online e-learning platforms that we are using now, we call it UROX. So this UROX program stands for UNIRAZA online programs. So the system that we are using is actually we use Canvas LMS, Canvas Learning Management Systems, where recently we just won the best e-learning platforms in Malaysia. Okay, so let us go through about the UROX platform. So this platform is very flexible, where you can download it through your handphones, tablets, or you can through your laptops. But then after you download it, every students who registered in UNIRAZA, you will be given a login ID and passwords. And then after you log in, all right, so you can see this is the dashboard that all students can see after you log in. For every semesters, you will be assigned for master programs. Usually, you will assign 4 to 5 subjects. All right, and then in UNIRAZA, we do it in modular concepts, modular system. I think Prof Ben will explain after this. So this is how the dashboard will look like. All right. So every week you can go through the syllabus programs, and in fact the activities that you need to attend for every classes and every week. So every students, you are required to actively attend at least 36 credit hours, 36 hours of learning time. That one includes student activities, and also tutorial, and also lecture. All right, and then these are the discussions area, where you can go and you can have a discussion with your lecturers. All right, and then we also provide recorded videos. So in case maybe some of you want to do revision on maybe previous class, so you can always take a look, and you can download it through your or UROC systems. Okay, and then these are the quiz instructions. So sometimes to the lecturers, we provide the quizzes, so activities for students. Everything will be done through our UROC systems. All right. Okay. So for intakes, in Razak, we have 3 major intakes every year. So which is the first intake is in March, and then after that is in July, and upcoming one is in November. But on top of that, we also provide second modular, which is special intake, which is the special intake we will offer to students on January, May, and also September. So yeah, the upcoming orientations is on this Saturday, and then your first class will start for the next weekend. All right. Okay. So how to apply? Just now already mentioned. Okay. And then okay for tuition fees for conventional programs. So as mentioned before, for our MBA programs, for conventional, yeah, the starting fees is 21,000. All right. So the actual fees is 23,000 for full time, but then we give rebate to all students. All right, so these are the rebates and scholarships that we will provide on top of other scholarships that will be explained by Mr. Ame later. All right, so starting fees is 21,000 for our MBA and Master in Management in conventional, and then for ODL programs. Fees for Master in Management starting from 19,700. This is for full time, 1 year programs. For part times, you just need to add another 1,000. So it's around 20,700 ringgit for 2 years programs. All right. And then for PhD, sorry, I forgot to mention about PhD programs. All our PhD doesn't matter is conventional or online. We standardize all fees, which is the total fee is just 25,000 ringgit. Okay, so how to contact us? All right, so some of you first time joining our sessions today. If let's say you have any questions, feel free to contact us directly. Okay, this is our WhatsApp official number, and then this is our sales and marketing office number. So feel free to contact us, or if let's say you want to email us, please email to crm@unirazak.edu.my, or you can email it to drjo.jo@unirazak.edu.my. All right. So, okay, that's all from me. So, if let's say you have any other questions, please feel free to write down, and then maybe we will, I will answer it together with Prof. Ben later. All right. So, back to you, Tara. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Microphone. Thank you so much, Mr. Ashraf. It's great, really wonderful information, and I'm sure that there's a lot of questions for you after this. So please don't go anywhere. Stand by with us. All right. Actually, we have one question already, but that question is for later, I think. Mr. Abdul O Kamarehelo, thank you so much for asking so early on in the session. But like just wait a little minute. Let's have our second speaker and a third speaker after that, because then we'll be talking about scholarships a little bit
Yep.
more. All right, so Abdul, please hold on, don't go, wait for the answer. All right. Let's continue with our next speaker. And the next speaker, he is the Dean from the graduate school here at UNIRAZAK. We have Professor Dr. Benjamin Chan. And Professor Dr. Benjamin will share with us definitely more about the program, like what Mr. Ashraf said. So Prof. Ben, how are you feeling? Are you ready to share with us today?
Yes, yes, yes. But first of all, can
Yes.
you see my PowerPoint slide right now?
Not yet.
Okay, done. Okay, I can see my slide
All
already.
right.
Okay, let me
Okay,
proceed,
all right.
Tara.
Take
Thank
it
you,
away, Prof.
Tara. Thank you. Thanks. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Once again, would like to say good evening now. Okay, right now it's about 8:50 already. Maybe my presentation will last for about, let's say, half an hour. Okay, half an hour. But if you have any question, please feel free to type your questions in the chat box there. I will try to answer it later on. Okay, now this is my first slide. This is how you can contact me. This is my WeChat QR code and the WhatsApp QR code. If let's say in future you want to contact me, this is my handphone number. This would be my handphone number. Okay, next one. Okay, just a brief one. I know that you all are working adult. You don't want the introduction, but I just straight to the point, okay? My first point is, in future, if you already decided you want to study UNIRAZAK, use the university TI, not TY. When we register using the Malay, not the English. So please, this is my first point. How to spell the name of University Dun Abdul Razak is Malay TI, not TY. And in 2008, we changed rebranding, restructure. Previously, it's a Center for Graduate Studies, now become the GSB, Graduate School of Business. So later on, for my upcoming slide, I just mentioned GSB, GSB, GSB. GSB stands for Graduate School of Business. Right now, we have altogether 12 full-time academicians. Okay, next one. Okay, now just have a look. This is the just now in the Ashraf he give a very quick PowerPoint slide. Am I right? I give a different thing now. Okay, I give a diagram now. Let's say you want to further. There are two ways studying at UNIRAZAK. The first way is by research. Another way is by dot modules. It's by research. we do provide the PhD or MPhil. These are the two ways you will get the award through research. But if let's say you want to go to the, let's say for the dot modules, right? You can go for the Master in Strategy HRM, which is very famous. Master in Management, MIM, is also very famous. Master MBA. And all these things, we provide both ODL and conventional. When I say ODL, it means online distance learning, ODL. Or conventional mode, it means physical class. Okay, next one. Of course, you say, Dr. Ben, you are too fast. Just now you just mentioned about, let's say this one, Doctor of Philosophy. What is this? Master of Philosophy and View. Can you give me more elaboration? Yes, sure. This is the elaboration. This is the explanation for this program. And yeah, because of the time constraint, am I right? I cannot go through one by one. Maybe I can just give you a few more. Let's say Master in Strategy HRM, Master in Management, and Master MBA, Conventional and ODL. And again, to my prospect, okay, students, if you want to know more about each program and its elaboration, you can go to this website, unirazak.edu.my/GSP, Graduate School of Business. From this website, all the programs, you can just click on it. They will give you exactly the same elaboration. It means that even though you missed the YouTube file, later on you can go to this website, unirazak.edu.my.gsp. Here, you can have a look for the full details for our programs. Now, next one. Okay, I will split my presentation into two parts. First, let me handle the PhD student first. The PhD student. If let's say you are interested to continue the PhD at UNIRAZAK and you are here. Yes, you are here. First semester, you will sit for the research methodology subject. This is the coursework. It means subject. It means module. First module. Please pass the first module. Then you can go to the second module called data analysis. This is a second semester. And then here, research seminar will be your third semester. So this is the first subject, second subject, and then the third subject. 1, 2, 3. I will call it as the coursework stage. If let's say, assume this is the March intake, this is the July intake, and this is the November intake. So you will spend 1 year for the coursework. For the first year, just focus on classes. Okay, the second year. In the second year here, you'll be assigned a supervisor. And then maybe every month, you have to meet your supervisor regularly. I would just say monthly basis. Talk to your supervisor, discuss with your supervisor how to improve the write-up, and then get ready for the pre-proposal defense. And then this will be the proposal stage. Here, the last one is the thesis stage. The thesis stage here, you will go for the proposal defense and the thesis defense. And of course, for the last stage, I need the publication. Publications, am I right? Minimum 2 publication. And this will be the floor for those who want to continue the PhD or MPhil at UNIRAZAK. This is for the MPhil and for PhD. Just to recap it, 3 subjects, pass the proposal defense, and then the last stage will be the thesis defense. And then at the last stage, we need 2 publications. This one is the MPhil and PhD. Now, hi, MBA student, okay? Or master student. It's a bit boring, if I keep on talking, am I right? Now, it's a time for you to fully utilize the message box there, okay? Please just say hi to me first. Say hi first, okay? Just say, hi, I am. Show me your name first. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, someone say hi already. Okay, thank you. Now, this is the first question. If let's say I want to start my MBA at UNIRAZAK, how many subjects do I need to take? A, 10 subjects, and then 1 research project. And this research project is being thesis. Now, it's just approximately 100 pages. This is 10 subjects. Or B, 11 subjects plus research project. Or C, 12 subjects plus 1 research project. What is your answer? Of course, I know from the student point of view, you prefer A, am I right? Less subject, am I right? Less subject. But if I say A, B, and C, cut out your answer. Let me see. What is your answer? to continue to acquire an MBA awards from UNIRAZAK, how many subjects do I need to take? Okay, now let me give you the answer. This is the answer. Altogether, the answer is C. I'm so sorry, I cannot give you A. I can only give you 12 subjects plus 1 research. Okay, now have a look. I even can list down the flow, the sequence of the subject. Semester 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subjects. Semester 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 subjects. And then semester 3, 1, 2, this is the thesis, and then this is the subject. So 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus the thesis. This is the flow. This will be the sequence for your MBA. Then Dr. Benjamin, what is the red color stand for? The red color, major, course 1, major, course 2, major, course 3. Hello, students. You will find that if let's say you choose for MBA, we have already fixed for you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All these subjects, all these 9 subjects is set already, preset already. You cannot choose one. You cannot choose. But I am MBA, right? I really want to specialize in one specific area. Yes, you want to specify in a specific area, am I right? Then allow me to give you my next slides. Hello, student. Let's say the MBA, you can specialize in entrepreneurship. 3 more subjects here. Let's say marketing, you can go for these 3 subjects. Let's say, Dr. Benjamin, I am HR. I am the HR executive. So in this case, let's say for HR, right? Here, you need to finish the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subjects. 1, 2, 3, 4 subjects. And the major, then student, you can focus on the HR, human capital development, performance management, and international human resource management. So this will be the majoring subject. I give you another example. Let's say I am now in the marketing department and I want to continue MBA. So in this case, MBA, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. The majoring subject here, the 1, 2, 3 subject, you can go to here. Let's say the HR just now, right? HR marketing is 1 integrated marketing communication, services marketing, and CRM. These are the subjects for you. And I can even provide you another slide. This is, okay, here and here. Design thinking, OSHI, and workcraft management. Design thinking is now quite a hot topic right now. Maybe as a dean, I can recommend you design thinking. Maybe it's a good area for you to explore. Okay. Of course, I use the example for MBA. The example for MBA for this one. Okay, now let's continue. This one done. This one finished. Okay, now just now I mentioned that we have altogether 12 manpowers. Am I right? All the 12, you will find that half of them actually are full professor. 2 are associate professor, and then 3 are assistant professor. 1 is a lecturer. So in this case, student, in future, if you attend our UNIRAZAK, tak kisahlah MBA lah, ataupun MIM lah, ataupun MPhil lah, ataupun PhD, as long as you attend our our UNIRAZAK classes, right? You just call, hello prof, okay? Because it's very high chance, it's very, very high chance. 11 out of 12 of the staff here are all professor already. Okay, let me rephrase it. We use professor to teach you. Okay, we employ all the professors to teach you for our UNIRAZAK MBA and PhD program. Okay, next one. Maybe you are still considering whether you want to join UNIRAZAK or not. Am I right? This is the specialization. For student, get ready your camera. I don't mind. Get ready your camera. You can take photo one. If let's say you want to continue master at UNIRAZAK, you will find that, this professor, she is good in marketing management. I memang nak buat marketing management. So, confidence lah. I boleh enroll UNIRAZAK. At least ada orang, ada specialist tau, yang subject expert, okay, for this topic, marketing management. Let's say you want to go for finance, taxation, case study research, OB, management, innovation management. We have all these stuff ready for you for this topic. Okay, now next one. Let's say Dr. Ghazi, Dr. Chok, Dr. Farhana, Dr. Yazis, Dr. Hema, Dr. Safwan, all these things, they are good in economics, accounting, finance, data analysis, entrepreneurship. I think it's basically cover most of the, I would say 90% of the entire master or PhD business program. As long as you want to study about business program, I believe that our specialization have covered 90% of the entire program. Yes. Okay, now my next slide is this one. And then Dati, I thought just now NJ Ashraf will introduce this building, okay? I believe that some of you will go for ODL, online distance learning, am I right? You don't go for the physical class, you go for ODL. Okay, allow me to introduce that. This is our building. This is the UNIRAZAK. I'm sorry that I could not black and white. Okay, I'm not okay. You're supposed to use the color, am I right? This is the black and white one. If let's say in future you are that chance, sampai UNIRAZAK campus, right? Okay, first bypass the first security check. After that, the second step of the security check. After you pass the two-step security checking, you must leave. Sampai leave level berapa ini? Level? Okay, tekan level 13. Level 13. If you go to the level 13, leave buka, then, this is the Graduate School of Business. Okay, if you can't find the GSP, you just ask, di mana department yang purple color? At UNIRAZAK, we use by color. GSP, Graduate School of Business, is purple color. Purple color. Okay? Again, make your own notes. Level 13, GSP occasion. Okay. But I want to introduce a GrEP project. I know that, Dr. Benjamin, I am working adult. I am still considering. Just now, I know already is about 20,000 for the master and 25,000 for PhD. I can pay for the amount. I can pay. I even willing to sit for the classes. But I takut lah. I takut pasal thesis. I takut pasal final year project. Am I right? The dissertation. Well, just now you show me the list of the professors' name, and then they are good in which topic. Am I right? But I am still not confident for my thesis. So in this case, students, allow me to introduce you this project, this initiative. Have a look. We have altogether 16 GrEP title and 96 core subject. And then we have about approximately 100 potential PhD or even master titles. Again, about 100 PhD titles. What does this mean? It means that we have prepared, we have partially get ready the PhD titles for you. If you think that title ini Allah, I like this topic. I sekarang memang in the wakaf economic development one. I want to do something about the corporate sustainability. So in this case, Dr. Yazis would be your potential supervisor. If you want to do something about the social justice, then Dr. Yazis will be a good supervisor for you. Sorry for this one, due to the time constraint, I just fast forward, but I will just spell out the wakaf. And then sustaining natural resources. If let's say sekarang, you memang dalam this department, this is your career one, then maybe climate change, pollution, sustainable tourism management, then Dr. Ghazi would be your potential supervisor. Future learning. If you are the teachers right now, if you are the lecturers right now, you are from different country, you want to study your PhD here, then all these are the hot topics right now. Pedagogy, learning for the character building, then Dr. Zaida. Fast forward, TVET ecosystem, IR 4.0, Prof. Zul, aging and well-being. I'm the promote sikit lah. I am Benjamin, okay? If you want to do something about orang tua, okay? The senior citizen, the older person, the retirement planning, the financial planning, aging in community, lifelong learning, all these things, please talk to me, okay? Let me be your supervisor. Okay, leadership, economy and digital transformation, integrated innovation, transformation in public sector accounting. This is PSI, okay? Public sector accounting. This is then Dr. Chok will be a good candidate for you. Okay, next one, AI solutions, sustainable work life, core curriculum and innovative teaching. This Dr. Fahar, very famous for this one. Very, very famous for this one. Okay, human capital and sustainability, Dr. Hema. Dr. Hema. Entrepreneurship and innovation, Dr. Seha as well. Early childhood, Dr. Ku Farida. Dr. Ku Farida. So these are all the topic. So students, don't worry for the topic. If you don't have the topic, you don't have the research direction, we have prepared the research direction for you. We have get ready so far. Galau lah for the business program punya. What are the topic? We already list out all the topics, all the directions for you. You just follow us. You can even, okay, then, student, again, go to our website, all the supervisor name, other contact number, other contact email. You just write to them. I am considering to join UNIRAZAK. If let's say I want to go for this topic, are you willing to be my supervisor? Please contact the supervisor first. Okay. Now, quiz number 2. How to contact GSP? How to contact us? This is the one. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay, if let's say lah, you call me, I tak jawab. You text me, I don't reply, am I right? Then fine, maybe I'm in the meeting, am I right? Then call my deputy. My deputy Dean, Dr. Farhana. This is her WhatsApp number. And this is the Encik Azaim. This is the admin. Very, very important person. So if you got the chance to study at UNIRAZAK, make sure you have his number. Encik Azaim. I just call Azaim. His email address, azaim@unirazak, and this is his WhatsApp number. This is the one for the GSP and SKC office. Allow me to give you another one. This is Raman. Sorry, this is Raman. At Abdul Rahman. This is his details as well. So these two guys are very, very important at our UNIRAZAK office, GSP office. So make sure you have his number. I know this is important. So let me go to the previous slide. Hi, student. Take photo first. How to contact GSP SKC office, and this is the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is my second last slide. How to contact GSP office, Raman. And now let's go to my last slide. This is my last slide. Student, take photo as well. If let's say you are still considering, right, then please go to the unirazak.edu.my/GSP. You can go to our official website. And then this is our research title. Just now, Dr. Benjamin, too fast just now. You just next, am I right? I only got half an hour, okay? I only got half an hour only. You want to know more about our research title, the research direction, go to the second URL. The last one is about the image. Let me KIV this one first, because just now I found that some students asked about the question about publication, am I right? Okay, you can have a look for this image first. IMAGE image.unirazak.edu.my. Later on in the Q&A session, I will try to answer this question. Okay, thank you for this short presentation. I would like to pass back the mic to today's moderator. Hi, Tara. Hi.
Hi, Prof. Ben. Thank you so much. Wow, you say pass back the mic.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. That was very fun and interesting. I'm sure that whoever who are viewing either joining us today, they are definitely very, very excited. There are a few people, like you said, ask question. All right. So we have like talking about the requirements. So maybe we'll just answer that question and a few more questions after our final speaker. Right. So don't worry. So for example, we have Tan King Lok. Okay, please don't leave our session. Yeah, just hold on a little bit. We have one more person speaking, and then Prof. Ben will answer your question. All right, so let's get on to our final person. Our final person who will speak today is Mr. Amir. Mr. Amir will talk about sponsorships. All right, Amir, are you here? Scholarships. Sorry, talk about scholarships.
Yes, about the scholarship and sponsorship program.
Okay,
So
all right,
I'm
Amir,
going to
take it
share
away.
the slide. All right. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Amir from the sponsorship and also from the scholarship department. So today I would like to highlight about our sponsorship program, which is the GrEP 2022. So next one. All right. Okay. Basically, for this program, it is a sponsorship program that will give the sponsorship to the postgraduate student, which is the student that apply for the master and also the PhD. So, what kind of the program that offer under this sponsorship, I will share with you later on. Okay, so if you have any inquiries or maybe you would like to know more about this program or you want to apply for the program that fall under the scholarship, you can go to our website there, scholarship.unirazak.edu.my lah. Okay, so this is a little bit brief about the GrEP. So basically, the GrEP is a sponsorship program that offer educational loans in the form of convertible loans to postgraduate students, which is for the master level and also for the PhD level. So basically, it's a loan, but let's say if you already can complete the program within the stipulated time, there will be a discounted rate where you need to pay back lah. So that information I will share with you afterwards. Okay, so what are the program that I mentioned just now that fall under GrEP? So these are the program that fall under GrEP. First of all is the Master of Business Administration and also Master in Management. For under the Master Business Administration, we have 12 majoring or 12 elective that you can choose from, where you can check this information in our website later on. For the PhD program is Dr. So for you to apply for this sponsorship, there will be so one of the criteria is you need to there are also age limit requirements, which is for the master the application of this program, and then for the PhD not more than 45 years old. Okay, and the next one is graduate at first degree, master degree level with outstanding achievement, study in the current year, free from any the applicants, parents, guardian are not blacklisted by MARA. So you need to make sure, you need to check first lah, your background, the parents or even the guardian are not blacklisted by MARA. Even the guarantor also not blacklisted by MARA if you want to apply for this sponsorship. And then the next one is applicants are not under any financial or sponsorship contract with any other agency at the time of application. Applicants must obtain a release or suspension of service contract or repayment of loan from under sponsorship body. Let's say if you before this during your diploma or maybe bachelor degree you have any sponsorship that you applied, then you need to get a release letter from them before you can apply for this MARA program. After that, these applicants have never been under termination or disciplinary action by any sponsorship body, education institution. For those from MARA subsidiary employees are not eligible to apply for this loan. So this is the criteria from the MARA itself. If you can fulfill all these criteria, I believe there should be no problem for you to apply for this program. All right. So there's also academic requirement for those who are enrolled with the master program. You need to have during your bachelor, and then for the women with a minimum CGPA of 3.5 or equivalent. So how do you want to apply for this sponsorship? You can see there's a link there, www.mara.gov.my. For the first step here, there will be a documentation that you need to prepare first in soft copy. Once you have already complete or prepare all the documentation, you need to submit first to us, to me or my colleague Nabila. We will do the web through first lah for you before you submit this application to MARA, so that we will know what are the documents are not complete before you submit it to MARA. Okay. Once after you complete all the necessary document, we will advise you when you can submit the application through online. Okay. So this is the documentation checklist. So you need to fulfill all these 15 documentation before you apply to MARA. First of all, you need to have your copy of IC, your copy of applicants, the applicants, which is you lah, the birth certificate, or adoption certificate for adopted children lah, if applicable. Copy of admission offer letter of the institution. In this case, you need to have the admission offer letter from UNIRAZAK. You need to enforce with you. So this admission letter is necessary. Okay, confirmation of start and end period of study after credit exemption. Copy of certificate for secondary level academic graduation, for example, like your SPM, SVM. Sorry, where's my slide? SVM and other related documents lah, or academic certification. And then copy of certificate or scroll transcript for higher study, for example like STPM, STAM, diploma, degree, and other related or latest CGPA result for the current students. Other than that, the MARA will also request you to submit latest payslip and also your EE form. Together, let's say if you are applicants and husband. Okay, let's say if you are still working, this is necessary. And then copy of release, termination, leave without pay, authorized letter under the program from the employer and other if related. Your parents or guardian, copy of IC, their birth certificate, copy of letter payslip, which is this is for the parents and guardian lah, their payslip and also their AE form lah, which is this is need to be verified by the employer. For those parents or guardian that already retired, you need to provide the pension statement also, and then verification income statement for parents, guardian that's self-employed or unemployed. This need to be verified by the government officer, which fall under the grade A. Death certificate or divorce study confirmation letter from the institution. Okay. So when this it was on 1st of April until 15th of April, the next window actually, MARA tentatively will it's open on 22nd of August until 5th of September, but currently they are still not open yet. After I checked with MARA itself, they informed that they will open it once after they get the approval from their top management. So we are still waiting for the second window to be open, meaning that you still have time for you to complete the documentation. For those who haven't enrolled with UNIRAZAK, you can start to do the enrollment first. And then after that, you can just inform to us whether you want to apply for this sponsorship. Then we will assist you to prepare your documentation and advise you on the step how do you want to apply for this MARA sponsorship program. Okay. Okay, so how you want to apply? You can go for the first phase. Is the online application, which is you need to go to myeduloan.mara.gov.my. Once you already prepare or made it to the documentation and everything, we will advise you what are the documentation that are not complete, what are the documentation that need to be verified and everything. So once after we had read through all the documentation from you, we will invite you to come to UNIRAZAK, submit the application together with us. We will assist you on how to apply through online. Once after you already come, once after everything complete, you can submit the application to MARA and then waiting for the MARA result. Once after, let's say if there's no problem, there's no issue with your documentation, MARA will approve your application and they will send an offer letter and also agreement for the sponsorship. So we will advise you from there. Okay, so the next one. If you have any further inquiries about this program, about this sponsorship or scholarship, you can always contact us. our Senior Director Sales Marketing, Assistant Prof. Dr. Johari, and also Mr. Ashraf just now introduced about the UNIRAZAK, our Director Sales Marketing, my colleague Nabila Abdul Bahari under the Sponsorship and Scholarship Unit, and also me myself, Amir Sainillah from Sponsorship and Scholarship Unit. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Unmute, please. Okay, thank you so much, Amir. Thank you so much, Prof. Ben. Thank you so much, Mr. Ashraf. Now we're at the fun part of our evening, which is the Q&A session. So like we said earlier today, please post your questions at the bottom, and we already have a whole lot of questions lined up with us. Let's start off with the first question just now, by Abdul. Okay, Abdul O Kamaraheyo. Okay, and thank you so much for waiting, yeah, Abdul. Thank you so much. And your question is, how do we apply for the scholarship? Just now we have Mr. Amir answered. So, Mr. Amir, can you just tell very quickly again, what is the fastest way? Okay, for example, if someone wants to ask about scholarship, right? Who do they ask? Is it ask you, or should they email you or WhatsApp you? What's the fastest way if they want to get reply?
You can always WhatsApp me or contact me. I will provide my contact number in the chat chat box here. All right. So my contact number is, let me provide in the chat box.
Yeah. Okay. So you can chat with him privately to find out how do you want to apply. I mean, if you're actually focusing on like the application process of it, but like just now, Amir, he actually shared with you the kind of scholarship that's available and sponsorship that's available, right? And let's go to, if there's no more maybe if you don't want to give any more explanation about that, maybe we can go to question number 2, which is by Tan Hing Lok, right? And don't worry, all questions are relevant. Okay, there's no such thing as irrelevant question. May I know what are the requirements for a PhD student to graduate? All right, so Prof. Ben, can you get this?
Oh yeah. Okay. Can hear my voice now? Can hear, right?
Perfect.
Okay. I even have prepared a slide for this one. For this question, maybe the admin can show this slide for us. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. This is the first. Okay. I don't base on my experience. I base on the government answer. So let's say for that, this is the program standard. This is the standard by MQA, not by Benjamin. It's by MQA. Okay. From this MQA, I would say handbook. This is the guidelines. Okay. For master by research, right? Here, dang, 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 dang. Minimum word count 35,000. 35,000. This is the minimum. Of course, the more the better. And this is the answer for you. Master degree, minimum word count is 35K. The next one is this one. Let's say for PhD. PhD is 70K. 70,000. So, Dr. Benjamin, don't give me the number. Give me a scenario. Okay, it's just about 400 pages. For PhD, you just get ready about 400 pages, then you will get a PhD. If let's say for master, right, the number will just about 200 pages. This is for the master. Okay. Now, and then just now someone asked me about the publication. Am I right? What is the publication requirements at UNIRAZAK? I know some other university, right? They want ISI. They want the WOS. Okay, for those students, right now the ranking, WOS is the highest, Web of Science. Or if you are the same age like me, we just say ISI. ISI mean WOS okay. ISI so far is the highest, WOS, followed by Scopus, SCOPUS, Scopus. Then the Scopus will be the, let's say, for the Google's ERA journal. After the ERA would be just the normal one, just the Google Scholar, all these things, or CNKI. Okay, so again, WOS, ISI, followed by Scopus, and then ERA, and then the rest, Google, CNKI, all these things. Okay, now let's say for this one at UNIRAZAK, based on our UNIRAZAK handbook, based on the UNIRAZAK PhD or MPhil handbook, right? As long as 2 publication, they don't fix, we don't fix, we won't say must-be, compulsory ISI, no such thing. As long as it's index. Then, Dr. Ben, apa itu index? What is meant by index? I give you a very simple answer. As long as journal itu is accessible through internet. It means index. Index means that they put the file, your journal in whatever database. Am I right? So that when people around the world, students around the world, as long as they got the internet, they can access to your journals. Am I right? So let me use a very layman English. Index means we can download your article through internet. This is called index. So, wow, are you saying that the requirement at UNIRAZAK right now, as long as index, tak kisahlah Google Scholar, ataupun ERA, ataupun Scopus, ataupun ISI, as long as the number is 2, will do. Yes, my answer is yes. So far, this is the policy. Yeah, this is the current policy, as I know. Does that include predatory journals? Jangan nadan, don't. Of course, it's no lah. Of course, it's no. Am I right? So, please, this journal normally you need to get the consent from your supervisor. Supervisor, let's say I'm your supervisor, right? Dr. Benjamin, this is my journal. I would like to submit to this publisher. Then let your supervisor check first. If the supervisor say okay, then go for it. Okay, go for it. It means that get the consent from your supervisor before you submit to any of the publisher. Yeah. Thank you.
Right.
Thanks.
Thanks, Prof. Ben. Thank you so much. I hope that helped answered your question just now to our person, which is Tan King Lok, right? So, of course, like what Prof. Ben said earlier, you can always come to UNIRAZAK, or you can always WeChat him or WhatsApp him and ask more questions personally also. I think that, UNIRAZAK, everyone is really open to communication. We're always open to people asking us questions, having conversations. Let's go back just now to Abdul, all right? Because I think that Abdul asked a very important question. Abdul asked whether his application, does that mean that the scholarship or sponsorship is not available for international students?
Okay, I think I may having technical issues with
Okay, Mr.
connection.
Ashraf,
So let me answer it for on behalf of Ame. Okay, so basically in Razak we have our internal scholarships for international students as well, but for these particular programs actually we are targeting for our master in public management for international students. Yeah, so this is a new programs. We just launched it and we just got the approval from the MQA. So yes, you can apply, but not for all programs. So we just for international students at the moment, we just focus for this particular programs, which is Master in Public Management. Yeah, it's under Tun Abdul Razak TASOK programs, School of Government. So for MBA and for Master in Management, usually for international students, they can visit our Ministry of Higher Education websites. So every year they are providing scholarships for postgraduate students. Yeah. So you can visit the MOHI, Ministry of Higher Education's website. So usually there are few, which is they call it Malaysia International Scholarships. Yeah, so feel free to visit the websites and you can apply and get the details from there.
Okay, all right, great, thanks. Amir, would you like to add anything to that, or should we continue?
Hello, Tara. Yeah, you can just continue first. Sorry, I'm late just now.
Okay, no worries. No worries. All right. So I hope Abdul that helped answer your question. Of course, yeah, there are some available for international students, like what Mr. Ashraf said. You can go check the relevant site as he mentioned earlier. Let's go on to the third question here of the day, and this is by Rehana. So Rehana asked, does it mean that conventional is not applicable for ODL, open distance learning? So so maybe someone want to explain what's the difference between a conventional student versus a non-conventional student?
I think this question is related to the scholarships for GREP, Mara GREP just now.
Oh,
Okay,
I see.
so basically for our program, since we do offer both conventionals and also ODL programs. All right. So for students who are taking ODL, you can apply for these sponsorships as well. All right. So I think it's related to the next questions, which is sponsorships and also scholarships. So there's a difference because of for Mara GREP is actually considered as a convertible loan. All right, so you will Mara will cover a full 100% of your tuition fees, and on top of that, those who are eligible to get monthly allowance, Mara also will provide a monthly allowance up to 800 ringgit per month. All right, and then cumulative from the total fees that will be covered by Mara and also the total monthly allowance that will be given to Mara. So let's say tuition fees is 20,000 and then the monthly allowance is 20,000. So all in is 40,000. So the convertible sponsorships or convertible loans, this meaning that you need to pay only 10% from the total amount that will be given to you. So this how to say the convertible and the percentage of the repayment is actually depends on the student's result as well. So if let's say you manage to get the good results, then Mara will sponsor maybe up to 90 or 90, 85%. And then if let's say you get below than that, then you need to pay maximum at least around 30 to 40% from the total amount, which is way better than EPF withdrawal. So as we know that lots of people already taken out the 10,000 second account last few months ago. So so this is the opportunity for those who are eligible. Then you can apply it as well. So you can visit, you can contact Mr. Amir for that. On behalf of Mr. Amir, I think it's good Mr. Amir can leave your number, so then you can contact him directly and ask more questions on the sponsorships, documentations, and everything.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you so much, Mr.
Mm,
Ashraf. Yeah, so remember, it is a convertible loan. Yeah, so it's
mm,
amazing because you only, like what you said, you only pay back 10% or depending on your result.
mm,
And it's definitely better than paying from your pocket every month, or definitely better than taking your savings, especially your EPF, right? And
yep.
those of you, like what you remember, there were so many withdrawals last year. It's not so good for our economy. So everybody should start studying again and start building our economy through education. Okay, so let's continue with the next question. I think just now question number 5, which is sponsorship and loan application the same? I think that has already been answered by Mr. Ashraf. Thank you so much. And this question, I think it's quite interesting also by Tan King Lok. And maybe Amir, you can answer this. May I know if this scholarship is applicable to non-Bumi? If not, what are the options? I'm sorry, I cannot hear Amir.
Oh, okay. Actually, Mara sponsorship is only applicable for Bumi Putra students. Hello, Tara, can you hear me? Hello,
Hello? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, continue, sorry.
hello.
Yeah, so the question is, yes, we can hear
Yeah.
you. So the question is it
Okay, all right.
applicable for non-Bumi?
Okay, can I? All right. Okay, for the MARAP sponsorship program, is only applicable for the Bumi Putra student. However, like we mentioned by Mr. Ashraf, just now we also have other sponsorship program that we will introduce to the other students, to the non-Bumi students in the future. So for tonight, actually, we just want to highlight first for this MARA GrEP to the postgraduate student because of the window is almost open. So for those who want to apply for this MARA and eligible for it, you can always always enroll with the program first and then inform to me if you want to apply for the sponsorship.
Mm.
Okay.
May I add a few points? Okay, so basically for non-Bumi, we do have the scholarships from Ministry of Higher Education. I think some of you might familiar with the names. We call it My Brain. Okay, however, since COVID-19 affected us 2 years ago, so for this year, our Ministry of Higher Education only open these My Brain programs under science programs. So you can search Mohe Beasiswa My Brain SC, which is these programs only covered 4 areas, which is those who are interested to further their studies in postgraduate sections, master or PhD, in physics, biology, chemistry, or math. So my brains only cover for these four programs. So at the moment we are still waiting. So hopefully we get a good news from Mohe to get to cover in other areas as well. Let's say for MBA or management programs. But from time to time, that's why. In order for us to help for those who don't eligible for these sponsorships, which is under Mara. So UNIRAZAK, we are providing our what we call it a rebate of 2,000 ringgit. And on top of that, actually, there is another way, which is I forgot to mention just now. In UNIRAZAK, we also provide APELC programs. So APELC, basically, it's another way of students, you can reduce your study durations, and also you can reduce your subjects. So Prof. Ben already mentions every students who are taking master programs, all right, you need to enroll for 13 subjects. You need to complete 13 subjects. So for APELC, this is another opportunity for students. You can you just submit your applications throughout the APLC, and then you can get maximum up to 4 subjects exemptions, which is 30% from the total programs. All right, so the process is that after you registered, you can contact our Center for Continuing Educations, which is CCE. There's a link I will provide to you after this. All right, so the process is that we use your working experience that related to the let's say if let's say you have marketing experience 3 or 4 years in related field, so we can do assessment. Then from there, if let's say your assessment meet the at least 80% of the requirements of that course learning outcome for that particular programs, then you can get exemptions. Then from there, you can reduce your tuition fees because you don't need to take that particular subjects, and also you can reduce your study duration as well. So if you want to know more about the APELC programs, all right, so please visit our website unirazak.edu.my, and then just go to the APEL sections, APEL, and then from there we provide all the process, and also what is the requirements for students who are interested to take this APELC.
All right.
All right.
Thanks. Thank you so much, Ms. Ashraf. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, we're not coming to the end yet. Don't worry. I'm just saying thank you because the chats and the comments are so busy and buzzing with so many questions and comments. And okay, sorry, let me just go back to the question. Um, let's go to this one. Okay, so Mr. Ahmad Yani Zubir asked quite a simple question. How can I email the scholarship documents, right? So maybe we can share the questions on the comment box, and then maybe you can, that question, yeah? How can I email the scholarship? So Amir, what is the best email address to send to? Whose email address?
I think is
Oh, his
still like okay.
internet. Yeah.
Okay, you for students, Mr. Ahmad Yani,
Hi.
basically you
Yeah.
can
You
email
can send me directly.
directly
Kami send
to
at uniazak.edu. Kami send
uh,
email dia lah.
maybe admin can write down Amir's email, so
Yeah,
that
can you
is
all
easier.
please? Yeah.
Or another way, maybe I think since some of you already enroll for our programs, you may contact your education counselor previously when you enroll for the programs, and then you can submit all the related documents. Then your education counselor can share the related documents to Mr. Ahmed directly in case.
Okay, great. And we have someone here, Fatin
Mm.
Safura. Hi, Fatin. How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for spending your hour with us. Okay. We have also in the comment box, we've also shared the contact number for Mr. Amir's, also GSB office. Prof. Ben's number is also being shared. Yeah. So please keep those numbers with you. Keep them close. And this is quite an interesting question here. Maybe I'm not sure who would like to try to answer this question. It says the discount. Is the discounted repayment if student can GOT, graduate on time?
Yes, is
Yes.
you must graduate on time. So, if let's say, okay, when we submit the applications to Mara GREP, usually Mara will request your study durations. So, of course, students who are interested to apply for Mara GREP, um, all of you must be a full-time students. You cannot be a part-time student. So for full-time students in UNIRAZAK, the duration is 1 year. So if let's say you exceeds the study durations, which is you not graduate on time, let's say you extend one semester, then you need to pay back at least 50%. So yeah, that's why once you submit the applications for Mara GREP, you need to commit, don't miss and make sure that you pass and excel all the subjects. I'm sure Prof Ben will assist all our students, to ensure
Yeah,
that
make sure
everyone's
don't
don't
fail
miss
my
out left
subjects,
behind.
okay?
Yes, don't fail Prof Ben subjects, or else.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
So
Yes.
yes, as I mentioned before, there's a discount based on the repayment, which is after you graduate. The repayments rate will be based on your results, final CGPA.
Yeah.
So usually we will suggest students to get at least minimum CGPA 3.3 and above for every semester to be safe lah.
Okay, so that's
Mm.
very important information. Yeah. So 3.3 to be on the safe side, and you must graduate on time. You have to make the commitment. Yeah. Okay. And we have another question here by Rehana. And is it possible to apply for scholarship if your bachelor degree is less than 3.0?
Is it possible to apply for scholarship with your pointer? Okay, all right. So basically, there is another way because of in order for students to apply for these sponsorships, I think Mr. Amir did mention in the slide just now, but then the slide's not cannot it's not clear. So all right, yes, you may apply. However, you must score. There are two conditions, which is the first condition, you can use your current semester results, which is if let's say you enroll for our programs, all right, maybe Prof Ben can design a special, programs for you, which is we will design a 4 semester, programs. So you need to score at least 3.0 and above, so you can use your first semester results to apply for Mara GREP programs starting from second semester, because another term, terms and conditions, which is in order for students to apply, minimum balance of study for student to enroll or to apply for this Mara GREP is actually balance duration cannot be less than 1 year. So that's the duration. So some universities, for if let's say you enroll for 1.5 years program, all right. So how we do it is that uh, you can use your first semester results, and then you can apply during the second after second semester, after first semester, sorry. So starting second semester, Mara will cover based on your first semester results. However, you need to pay, it's a self-sponsored lah for first semester. That's
Hmm.
another way. So it applies for undergraduate programs as well.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you. And we have another question here. Hold on, my computer is a bit
Hmm.
slow for a minute. And the question is, yeah. So Mr. Lokman here, he says he's at the scholarship application form page. He wants to
Hmm.
skip the upload part and submit the application.
No, not advisable. So because of we are afraid that once you submit, then it's considered as you already agreed, and it's considered as a final and complete documentations lah. So once you click the submit buttons, then once Mara receive and they don't see any attachment, automatically they will reject your application. So that's why, in order before you submit the applications, make sure all the documentations is complete, and then to make sure that your documentations is in order, correct and complete. You can contact Mr. Amir. You can share your details, and then after that, Amir will advise you. Mr. Amir will advise you. Okay, your application is complete. Your documentation is all set for submissions. Then after that, we will advise you to to do online applications. So we're afraid that if let's say once you submit without attach the attachment, then it might go straight to Mara admission office. So yeah, to be safe, don't fill up anything yet. Once after you complete your documentations, then you shall proceed. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. I think yeah, it's true. Mr. Amir and Miss Nabila, like just now he shared the image of the people who are in CCE who can help you with this. Please contact them because they can definitely help you go through your documents with you. We don't want you to maybe have an unsuccessful application when you're really looking forward to starting your program here. So try to make your application as successful as possible by completing all the documentation, right? So yeah, thank you, Mr. Lokman. Thank you for that. Yeah, we have a nice question here. I think maybe Prof. Ben can answer this question. What is the average years for GOT for PhD?
Okay. Again, based on the MQA handbook, the answer is 3 years. The answer is 3 years if you go for full time. And based on the MQA handbook, the answer is 5 years if you go for part time. But if you ask me as a supervisor, if you ask me as a PhD supervisor, average, my PhD student who is under my supervision, right? Average, they will go for 3.5 years. 3.5 years. What dragged them for the remaining half a year? Am I right? My answer actually is not because of UNIRAZAK. But seriously, the answer bukan I nak jual UNIRAZAK. The answer is memang bukan from UNIRAZAK. Jawapan dia is from the publisher. Remember my PowerPoint slide? I have finished all the coursework. B+. My CGPA is 3.3 and above. Very good. I have passed my proposal defense. Congratulations. I have go for my thesis presentation. Wow, good job. Then publication. And publication. I cannot control the publication. Publication, UK, US, Japan. How can I control them? After winter break some more, after summer break some more. I can't control them one. That's why sometimes even though you submit your journal, your manuscript, ding dong ding for correction, queue for publication, that one will drag you for another half a year. That's why this is standard answer, 3 years for PhD full time. But for my personal answer, it will be 3.5 years. Hope is what puzzle you, okay? Hopes I won't spoil your mood. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so Mr. Ahmad Yani Zubair, I hope that is a satisfactory answer for you. 3.5 years. Are you all willing to spend 3.5 years looking at Prof. Ben's face?
No answer, okay? Don't comment.
Yeah. So like he said, it's not UNIRAZAK, yeah, and it's really because as a PhD student, it's not only just completing your thesis, it's also publication, it's also presenting, it's also defending, so it's a lot of things in play here. But definitely everyone in the university is always there to help you, right? So we have no question at the moment.
Maybe Prof. Ben can share tips lah on the publications later. Upon the submissions, maybe Prof. Ben can share. He got special tips for our students. I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. So Prof. Ben, before you share your tip, just not the same person, Mr. Ahmad Yani, he asked, how long does Mara GrEP allow? I think maybe talking about the extension or something like that.
Oh, okay. So of course, we will follow based on the offer letter from the university itself. So if let's say you need to get for Mara sponsorships, it must be a full time students, and of course, usually Mara will required, we will ask you to complete within the given time, which is 3 years. But if let's say drag to half a year or maybe extra one semesters, then you can write a letter to Mara for to negotiate on this. So it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, thank you.
Because there's a lot of cases where I think I don't know the exact ratio. Maybe Prof Ben knows the ratios, but then it's possible if you follow all your supervisor's instructions. You just do whatever that it takes, and then you just focus for the next 3 years. Then I'm sure, I think, yeah, it's possible lah to finish it within the next 3 years. So I mean, like, for Mara, if let's say you just crack maybe a little bit, 1 semester or 2 semesters, then shouldn't be a problem. You can just write a letter to Mara
Hmm.
for
Yeah.
to appeal. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Prof. Ben actually shared a link. It says publication tips. It's image.unirazak.edu.my. But Prof. Ben, we want to hear one tip from you. How do we ensure student GOT? What is one tip, Prof. Ben?
Okay. If you ask me, I'm also gone through my PhD before. I purposely set a very quiet place for myself, and I tell my family members that this is my study workstation. Whenever I sit on this table, don't disturb me, because just give me about 1 hour or 2 hours quality time. Maybe just spend about, let's say, weekly basis lah. Maybe just a weekly basis. Just spend about 2 to 3 hours per week for your PhD or for your MPhil. And this is very, very crucial to ensure that you can GOT on time, you can graduate on time. This is my first tip. Second tip is you need to learn how to supervise. Sorry, not supervise. You need to learn how to manage your supervisor. Okay, how to manage your supervisor. Don't just let him or let her manage you. You need to learn how to manage him. You need to know when is her or his free time. Normally, he will be in the office from 10 to 11. Then catch him or catch her at the appropriate time. So get ready your own workstation, and then you need to know how to manage your supervisor. Last one, I found out that most of the time the publication will slow down the speed of GOT. So in this case, it will be good that this is a good news to everyone. It's a good news to everyone. UNIRAZAK, University Tun Abdul Razak, we have our own in-house journal. We are the publisher. We are the publisher for this journal. So if you send to us and you found that the chief editor is I myself, so if I know that you are the UNIRAZAK students, maybe, oh, well, very high chance. I'm not saying I guarantee, I just said that a very high chance that we can publish your articles in our in-house journal. So you need two, am I right? One, I can settle for you already. Maybe another one, go for international level. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone. Thanks.
Very good advice, Prof. Ben. Okay, so everyone, 3 advice. Okay, if you can remember what's the advice, type it in the comments, right? What's the first one? You remember? Something about giving yourself time, right? 3 hours a week at least, where you say you have a private space, and tell whoever, don't touch my private space for 3 hours a week minimum, or something like that, right? The second question is learn how to manage your supervisor. I think that's a very important tip here. Maybe you be like, ding dong with your supervisor for a bit, but once you know how to have a good communication, good relationship going on, it should be okay. And also the third one here is about publication. And Prof. Ben actually said very nicely that we have image in UNIRAZAK, you can publish. And also the second one will be great to try an international publication. Okay, so just now there was a question about the timeline. Okay, the timeline for
Mm.
the scholarship, right? So yeah, Mr. Amir has already responded to that question. Okay, so that's
Mm.
already answered.
The scholarships. Okay. If let's say this is a very good question. All right. So that's why all students, candidates, you need to aware that for this September window is the last window for 2022. So if let's say students miss out these applications throughout this window, so the next application will be on next year, because for postgraduate applications, usually Mara will open the application window 2 or 3 times a year, which is usually on April, and then second window is on June, and then after that is on September. So for this year, this is the last window. So the window only open for 2 weeks, 14 days. So if let's say you missed out, Then so that's why it's very important. I think starting from now, you need to prepare all your documentations. Make sure all these documentations, has been certified through copy by relevant authorities, which is pegawai kerajaan grade 42 and above. It cannot be unofficial government servant. So we have the standardized. Also Mara also provides the list of authorities who can authorize your documentations as well. So Amir, if let's say you want to know who can authorize, who can do CTC for your documentations, please feel free to WhatsApp Amir directly. All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Great. Okay, so that question was answered, and yeah, so please contact Amir, yeah, if you want to get you want to try to catch the deadline, yeah. Okay, so let's go. There's one more question here, and the question is, I think this one maybe Prof Ben can answer. Can I publish conference paper? Is it will that be counted as one of the publication?
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. The answer is no. We don't accept any index conference paper. It's just a conference, right? I think just a extended abstract. It's just about 2 to 3 pages on it. It's not the full paper. So far, our university research policy, we do not accept any index conference paper. That's the answer. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's a very hard no. So cannot, we don't accept published conference paper. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. Anyone else? Any more question from anyone else? Okay. So there's so many comments here. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Of course, please keep the numbers that was given that shared with you. Mr. Ashraf's number, Mr. Amir number, Prof Ben's number, everyone from GSB's number. Contact them, communicate with them. Also Prof Ben can give you more tips, not just the 3 tips. He can give you more than that. Okay. All right. And how was everyone's Merdeka? Do you enjoy yourself? Did you go and see the parade?
Oh. I heard that people started queue up 4 a.m. in the morning. So
Ooh.
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
But then
I
it's good to
saw.
see that everyone's so passionate and so semangat
Yeah.
to see the
I think
Merdeka
the
parade this
last
year.
the last 2 years has been too quiet for Malaysians. So Malaysians must go and
Yeah.
celebrate Merdeka. And on TikTok, if you are on TikTok, you see that there's a lot of viral videos of
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
abang-abang sado of the firemen.
The same spirit that our students, so eager to come back to campus. So yeah. Class at
Yes.
10 a.m. then they already come at 8. So yeah, it's good to see our students came back to the campus after 2 years. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe to Prof Ben, what if our students who are learning online but they are in KL, can they come to the campus? Can they visit the campus, Prof Ben?
Why not? Sure, please.
Yeah.
Again, level 13, okay? Level 13. Normally, because I'm also work from home, so you can come and drop by to my place every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Again, every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Most of the time, I'll be in the office.
Yes. All right. Oh, I think there's one more question. Okay, I thought we were going to end, but there's one more question. All right, this question by Fatin. Thank you for joining us and asking this question, Fatin. Fatin is an existing student, the July intake. If I pay first with my credit card, will Mara recover or repay pay back,
Reimburse the paid
reimburse?
amount.
Yeah.
Yes. The answer is yes. So Mara will cover the starting point of your first semester. If let's say when we submit to Mara, your duration of study started in July 2022, then whatever amount that will be charged to students, Mara will pay based on what we issued to Mara. So if let's say your full tuition fees is let's say 25,000, then Mara will reimburse 25,000. So the amount that you paid using your credit cards or EPF withdrawal, let's say, to the universities, once Mara made the payment to the universities, then we will reimburse or pay back to the relevant. So if let's say to EPF, we will refund it to EPF back. For credit cards, then we will reimburse to your account after we receive approval from Mara. So you don't need to worry about that. So yes, Mara will cover, and if let's say you already paid, then we will refund back your tuition fees.
Okay. All right. That's
Mm,
great. That's a very good, very, very good question. We're always happy when
mm,
people are enthusiastic to pay their fees. All right. So, oh, someone said, I think she wants to clarify. I mean, reimbursement for the advance payment. Yes, correct. Okay. So yeah,
yep.
that was the. I think Mr. Ashraf has responded to that question.
Mm,
Definitely, they will pay you for whatever the fees that is incurred in your
mm,
studies.
mm,
Okay,
yep.
thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Tan. Thank you, and kudos UNIRAZAK for this comprehensive and helpful session. I really appreciate it. Thank you so
You're
much, Tan.
welcome.
You've asking so many questions. We definitely would love to hear more from all of you. We of course like to see the face to the questions. The face to the name. We like to see your faces. Come to the campus. We have a great level 9, which is the students' place. Okay, we have level 9, level 10, great spaces for you, a really comfortable library and all that. Of course, Uniraza is in the heart of the city. It's just a 10-minute walk, from 10 to 15 minutes walk to KLCC. We are just opposite Intermark, so it's a very comfortable, very, very great space,
Mm.
the building itself. Mr. Tan, he is, or she is, alumni. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, great, great.
All right. Thank you for joining us, everyone, tonight. Yeah. So, if let's say you have any questions, feel free to contact us anytime during weekends. Also, we will respond to you immediately. We will try our best to cater our students any inquiries or any helps that you need and you want to ask us. And as mentioned by Prof Ben, please go to level 13. All right. So, um, don't feel that even though you are doing online, so yeah, you can always come. So if let's say you are staying abroad, you're staying in Penang, for example, you're doing our programs online, so happen that maybe next month you're coming to KL for vacations, yeah, maybe you can drop by, make some appointments with your supervisors or your lecturers. So yeah, feel free to drop
Okay.
by.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
Mm.
everyone, thank you so much for spending over an hour, about 1.5 hours here. Before we end, I would like to thank Mr. Ashraf, our Deputy Director here for Sales and Marketing. Also like to thank Prof. Ben. He is the Dean of Graduate School. Okay. Remember, these are very important people to remember. Oh, Mr. Ashraf, I'm sure he'll apologize on his behalf because his internet connection is not so good today. And thank you to you, the participants, for joining us this evening. And we really hope to see you soon live. Thank you, everyone.
All
Thank you,
right.
everyone, and good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.